Craig Anderson outdueled him in his own building. All I could tell you is that this is going to go down, and I believe it will, even though it's only the second round of the playoffs. The fact that they lost the games the way they lost, and the fact that they lost this series in 6 games will go down as I believe, one of the worst playoff losses in Ranger history. I mean, you're playing up against a beat-up team. You're playing up against a team that you are legitimately better than. But as many people have said, your record is what it says you are, or you are what your record says it is, whatever the hell the stupid saying is. And the fact of the matter is the Senators came in here and they beat the Rangers on their own ice. And the Rangers looked listless and out of it in the first period. From the middle of the second period on, they tried, and Chris Kreider was like a raging maniac in the third period. He should have played like that the entire series. But from the goalie being shaky, from Stepan yelling at the goalie in Ottawa, Henrik last week, to the defense looking like it was out with Matt Harvey last night. I mean, it was just, there were so many things to go over, and just such a disappointment that is a part of this, the team. I mean, I like the team. I like the guys. I like the coach. They gave me yet another year of playoffs this year. They went a little bit further than they did last year. I don't know if they would have gotten any farther after, this series had they had to play either Pittsburgh or Washington. But at the end of the day, this is about as disappointing as it gets. And the performance by some of those guys last night was like mind-boggling. I mean, I don't know. Brendan Smith, as much as I like Brendan Smith and I like the trade and everything they did, I don't know what the hell he was doing last night. I'm like, are you playing in the same game that the other team is playing in? I mean, there were times last night where guys just looked lost. They could not score a power play goal, as I told you. So now it's time to clean up the mess and try to figure out how the hell are they going to stay with the younger teams in the league as we get ready to move forward here. And what are you going to do with, your older players? And what are you going to do with the Rick Nashes of the world, the Henrik Lundqvists of the world, the Mark Stahls of the world, the Dan Girardis of the world? This core group of guys who have given you a lot of great hockey, but unfortunately have not been able to seal the deal. So I think a lot of offseason decisions to be made by Jeff Gorton, the general manager. But I think you could tell how disappointed I am by the tone of my voice. But it was just, well, look, you could sit here and say you should have won, you should have. Hey, when it came time to make the plays that needed to be made when the games were on the line, the Senators did it and the Rangers didn't. The Senators scored, and by the way, last night scoring an empty net goal on the Rangers' ice is like the icing on the cake for the Senators, because of course the Rangers couldn't score 6-on-5 when they pulled a goalie, because they never do. And because, we can't ever seem to score a empty net goal when the net is empty, the other team does. So it was about as deflating and dispirited performance, especially in the first period last night, that I can remember in such a big spot when you are clearly the favorite going into the game.